All right. Yep. Here I am back today. I, I am working on the Game Maker's Toolkit Game Jam with my friend Kate Briggs from college. So yeah, taking a break from Astral Horizon stuff today. The game we are working on is called Pip-Squeak. It is a game where you play as a mouse and ricochet your projectiles off of dice in order to hit enemies. So it's sort of like a combination of tower defense and breakout in a way. Um, I have so far been just doing the art. My friend's been handling the code so far. I may jump into the code at some point, but for now I'm going to keep doing art because we don't have very much art finished yet. But yeah, so far you can basically shoot these dice onto the board, and then your control switches, and you're playing as this white capsule, which is going to be a mouse, hence the name Pip-Squeak. And if I was just to shoot the enemy directly, then it would do no damage. Instead, I have to ricochet my shots off of these dice in order to hit the enemy. So let's see if I can hit him with this. So it's going to hit this. This is going to give me 3 damage, and then this is going to give me 6 damage, totaling in 9 damage, which should kill that enemy one shot. So let's see if I do that. Oh, I missed. Okay. So you can see, after you hit a dice or a die, it disappears. So that adds kind of the breakout element. And I definitely want to add some stuff where there's stuff you can hit, where you can benefit from hitting dice and then opening up new pathways and maybe getting extra points by doing that. Let's see. Here I can take this shot. This will get me 5 damage. Unless the bounce doesn't work. So, you can see that there's still some work to be done here. But that time it worked because I hit the 6 damage one. And that's the game so far. We haven't had a whole lot of time to work on it. Today is our main day of work. So yeah, just hop into modeling. You can see the dice model that I have in the game. And then I have a mouse model that I will be putting in soon, along with this gun model that I'm working on. So I'm going to do the gun model for now. Yeah. This is the idea for this model is basically it's a revolver, but instead of the typical chamber, it's going to have a dice in here. But I actually need to separate this thing out because it cannot be mirrored. Let's go into isolation mode. Subdivide these. This is not the most efficient way to make all these cuts that I need, but whatever. Need to do the top too. Oops. There we go. Now, I can do that. Alright, now with all these cuts made, I should be able to make this into a dice pretty easily. On the side facing the player, let's make sure that is what I'm looking at. Yes, it is. I'm going to make it 6 sides. That's what originally inspired this design, kind of like the 6 chambers of a revolver. So we're going to do that. Let's make these like 0.1 now, 0.05, 0.06, 0.07, 0.08. Seems good. Alright, then I need to remind myself which side of a dice or a die looks which way. Let's go ahead and put the die model I already made in here. So if 6 is on the bottom, well, 6 is on this side, then it's going to be 3 on the right side. 0.08. It's going to be 4 on that side. Oops. 0.08. No. It's going to be 1 on the front. Then it's going to be 2 on the top and 5 on the bottom. All right, that is all the faces of the die. We will go ahead and now inset these. Oops, we need to do Alt-E to extrude along each face's own normal, and we're going to extrude by 0.08, negative. Then we need to merge these all at their centers. We'll do individual origins, just scale to 0. Then select all vertices and merge by distance to remove the extra ones. That should then give us the geometry we need for this. I can turn that back on. We probably want the origin of this guy to be its center. And obviously this isn't actually going to spin, but I don't think you're actually going to see this gun up close in the game, so that should be fine. Then want to make it a little bit fancy, maybe put some of these decorations that I put on the other one in it, like some beveled corners. Maybe I should do something different for this one. Maybe I'll just bevel all the edges. Let's see how that looks. Could probably do this with a bevel modifier, actually. We're going to limit the angle to 90 or 89. All right, that should be good. I think I do want to texture these faces separately, so I am going to have to apply this so I can access those faces. And that is probably good for the revolver for now. You're not going to see it from the front. I want to get to getting the basic material stuff set up on this guy. So the first material, we'll call it revolver metal. I'm just going to use the color palette texture I've already created for this. And this one is going to be fully metallic. And then, okay, I actually need to see this by going into material preview mode. Cool. We'll start with the dice. What? That's a pretty good color, I think. Oh, we'll use that one. Then for these, and for all the pips, it's going to be a different color. Oops. Let's make these ones black. Then the pips I will also make black. I think that's all of them. Put those over the black part. That sounds good. For the main metal part of the gun, I am also going to make it that same bluish shade of metal. First, it's actually going to be just all of these things, and then not this part. I think I want to hide that for a second. And for the handle, I'm going to make a non-metallic material. Might just give this a flat color instead of worrying about the texture atlas. Assign it. It's going to need higher roughness. That's probably good. Wonder if I should make this the black parts of the dice the revolver handle material. I think that would look a bit better. So all of them, and then invert our selection and use the handle material. Honestly, I don't know if I like that better. I think I liked it better before. I think that's better. Alright, then I definitely feel like I should put more decoration on this. Let's see, what else could this use? Or does it need more? Maybe I'll just leave it like that for now and probably come back to it. Before I go ahead and export it to Unity, I'm going to make sure that the directions are correct. So currently it's not rotated at all. What I actually want, well, first of all, it's too big, but I can just scale it. But I want it to be pointing the right direction. Actually, I don't care. It's a game jam. We will use the Unity default preset. And I exported it to the wrong place again. It used to go in the assets folder. Here we go. All right, need to get the material set up. Let's go ahead and extract those to assets materials. For revolver metal, we need to crank that metallic all the way up and then crank the smoothness up fairly high. And I think the handle, we probably don't need to do anything. It's probably just fine how it is. All right. Now let's grab the mouse character. Okay, yeah, see how the directions are messed up on that? But it's not a big deal. What I'm gonna do, I think, first I'm gonna assign this to the mouse's hand. Oops, that's not what I want. Actually, no, I don't want to assign it to the mouse's hand. What I want to do is run the game. Go in the scene. Oh, I need to make that mouse use the animator. I don't think that the animation works very well on this mouse, but it's not too big of an issue. Let's see, how does a walk animation look? Okay, like that. Alright, so these animations are good enough. I'm going to also rename this guy. Now, I will position the gun how I want it to be relative to the mouse. Definitely want it to be oversized, like probably this big. That'll probably work. this isn't Astral Horizon. I don't need my animations to look amazing. So pause this here, drag the dice gun into right hand, and copy the transform component. And do that again, and paste the transform component. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and make a prefab for this guy that has the gun set up in it. I'll just call this mouse with gun. Delete him from the scene, and then find the player. How is this set up? I think we just want to delete the mesh renderer and the capsule mesh. Then put mouse with gun under this. Reset it. Put its Y to -1. That should be good. We definitely need to let you see the player model up more close than we currently do, because you currently can't see shit. Alright. So yeah, that is in there. It's obviously not rotating yet, so I'm going to go ahead and implement that. Let's make a prefabs folder. Why is that? Oh, I know why that script's not enabled. That's fine. So then all I need to do, I think, is... So let's see, we have the ray from the click position. Looks like this gets the point where it intersects with the ground plane or with the plane the character is standing in. So all I should need to do is do transform.look at target point, and then specify a world up value. Say that up. Yep, that did it. All right. I'm going to go ahead and commit the stuff I have so far. I'm actually going to pull source tree over here because I don't need to stream that, and just commit everything. Uh-oh, something is... Something's too big. It's two-handed. Is this like a master thing that has all the animations in it? Like, what's in this file? Oh, that's a butt. Okay. I don't think I need that file. What? Just haven't refreshed. Right. Don't know if these rider things are supposed to be getting added. I'm gonna go ahead and add those to the get ignore. Cool, we no longer have the idea files, just a lot of animations and mouse model. All right, that's pushed now. I think we're going to get back into more modeling. So next thing we need, just to have all the basic stuff in here, is an enemy model. One thing we talked about for an enemy are walking poker chips. I think that could be interesting. I guess because we're going based on the theme of this sort of being like a roulette table. Or some kind of casino game, because I don't think there are dice involved in roulette. I guess there are revolvers involved in a version of roulette. But regardless of that, I will imagine that this is like a casino setting as the theme. Not sure what the mouse is doing there, but you know, all good. Just got to get something in. Let's go ahead and create a new file and get started on this poker chip with arms and legs. So first of all, which way is the poker chip facing? I think it's probably should be facing forward, right? So if we bring in a cylinder here, I want to make this low poly, so we're going to just do an 8-sided cylinder. I think the poker chip's going to be facing like this. And because that allows me to kind of put the legs down here and the arms up here. Now, this actually might be kind of fun to model. Okay, so let's first get the chip in. Since it's an anthropomorphic poker chip, it probably needs like a face in here. And it's evil, so it has to be an angry face, of course. Okay, actually, you know what I need to do first of all? Figure out my axes. This is right, that's forward, okay. Going to put a mirror on here. Figure out that. Then it needs a mouth. Yeah. Maybe the mouth should be like square. It doesn't really look evil. Yet. It will. That looks a bit more evil. Let's go with that for now. I need to get the limbs in. How's this gonna work? I think I will. Oh, we need to do inset. Gonna make him super buff. Although it shouldn't be super tall. I'm not super great with anatomy and like getting the musculature right. Still think he's too tall. That's a bit better. Oh, but not lengthwise. Definitely still needs some work there. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put some central supports on these. Alright, then... See, I think it should have really big, like, bare feet. That'll look pretty funny. Of course, I don't know how to model feet. Make sure that's level. Alright, those are looking like feet. It needs the thing, like the ball here. But I don't think they're big enough. Yeah, I'm thinking like this big. Maybe the ankle needs to be smaller. Also, we're going to need another thing here for the joint. And then, let's see, do we want the arms to come out of here or here? I think here would look kind of funny. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put the arms on top. Alright, so I'll do the same thing I did before. First, put that there, inset this a little bit, scale it so it's not quite as elongated. Actually, I think it was better to probably just do what I did and not worry about the middle line yet. So let's see. We want super buff shoulders. Let's see, how does the shoulder muscle work? So it's like you got the bicep, which is going to be huge right here. Then whatever you call that part here. Is that reasonable? I don't know. This doesn't seem right. Maybe this will be okay. Then this is the tricep, so that's bulgy. Then it'll be the hand at the end. Alright, let's get the shape of this looking a little bit better. First of all, we're going to want that here, so we can pull this out backwards. Let's see, call this good for now. I'm gonna just briefly make this a bit better with some reference. So let's see, yeah, we want immediately bulging here. Then on the bottom, it kind of comes in slower, and then it's more in the middle. Does that look decent? I feel like that looks worse. I'm really bad at modeling muscles. Honestly, I might just put it back to how it was. Alright. Let's do the hands. So let's say this is going to be... I'm so bad at hands. You know, you might ask, based on this, what am I good at modeling? Answer is mostly spaceships. I'm pretty good at spaceships. Anything else, that's pushing it. Let's call this the fingers. I'm not modeling individual fingers for these guys. Basically, we're just doing mittens. Then we probably want the hands to be a lot bigger than that. So we're just going to scale that thing up. All right. It's looking pretty goofy. I think I'm liking this guy. Let's get him textured. This is called enemy 1. I'll just call this enemies. I think I will maybe have different color variants of this guy, but that'll be texture coordinates rather than material. Then for the base color, we need to set textures color palette. the material preview. Actually, we need to be in UV editing and material preview. So first of all, I'm going to do a red poker chip to start. So put it on the red. Which shade of red do I want to use? Probably this one. All right, for these parts, probably want to just have it be a different shade of red. Or maybe, do I want this to be a different shade of red? Yeah, probably that. And then, what should I do for the limbs? Like, what if I make them fucking skin color or something? That would just be freaky. But I kind of see what it I kind of want to see what it looks like. That might be a little bit too freaky. I can just make them a different shade of red. It's like a pinkish. Or maybe just the face color, actually. Yeah. Maybe I'll just make them the same color as the face. Let me quickly look up what poker chip colors. All right, so white is $1, pink is $2.50, red is $5. So let's say that this guy has 5 health. Then there's going to be a blue guy with 10. A green guy with 25, and then a black chip at the end, which is like, it's $100, and that's going to be like the boss, probably. Now I'm going to need to rig this guy. I'm just going to copy the rig from my mouse. Let's line this guy up to that. Then in this thing, we don't need the tail. And I'm going to delete the left side bones so that I can symmetrize it. Let's see, so... I am going to keep the neck bones in there because I think that might be necessary for Unity to detect this as a humanoid rig. So let's see. Shoulder is going to go about here. Upper arm's going to go here. Lower arm's here. Hands here. Thumbs here. Something like that. Symmetrize this. Then for these bones, I'm going to turn deform off because that will mean that they don't get any weight assigned to them. Oh, okay, I need to also do the chest bones. So like that. I probably want to add in some vertices in the middle here so that we can get some deformations in the middle. Let's actually just apply the mirror. And join those. Then, let's see, we need to, oh, this one still needs, KX. Needs it in the back as well. X. Let's see, I don't want to subdivide up the limbs anymore. Let's just see how this works. All right. That's pretty bad. But I'm not super worried about it. It's probably, again, these are just another guy you're not going to see up close. As long as the skinning basically works. And it seems to be basically working, so I'm not going to bother tweaking this. Seems to be good enough. So let's see. This has the correct, I think we've got the correct, oh, this is a bad scale. We need to apply the scale. Then let's export this. Oh, of course I exported it to the wrong place again. Every time. Alright. There's our enemy. Need to make sure that this guy is imported as a humanoid. Uh-oh. Didn't like this one. Okay, it's not in T-pose. Oh, okay, so the issue, I think, is that it doesn't have a head because... Okay, let's see. Maybe there's some export option to include empty bones. Let's see. Armature. No, we actually... There is that option and it's not turned on. So... Okay, no, those bones do exist. Why don't we just put neck and head? Okay, so the problem was just that it wasn't detecting it since it didn't have the, Okay, but what the fuck is up with this? Does this bone not have a parent? Yeah, okay, these bones do need a parent. Wonder if the... I assume the mouse has that issue too, but I guess it hasn't caused any real issues, but... That's better, okay. Let's... We can probably force the character into T-pose. There we go. And then we're going to need some non-gun animations for this guy. Let's see. Going to go into Astral Horizon and just grab animation that I'm using there. Think that Combat Bare Fists is going to be the way to go for this guy. Oh, shit. Okay, I realized that I fucked something up. I actually do need this in here. Let's restart Unity. I deleted the file that contained the avatar for those animations, and that was a mistake. And while I'm waiting for Unity to boot up, I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. So be right back. All right. Back. Looks like Unity opened. Let's see if it resolved those missing avatars. No, it did not. For the bare fist one, it creates it from that one and then... Oh, you know what? I bet I can actually just make them all be the same one because it's all the same source. So I think I can just... So I can delete this one. We will change all of these to create from protof actor. Then do these ones also, just set them to this thing. Alright. Now let's duplicate the mouse animation controller and put it as the enemy animation controller. And we need a walk anim. Let's see, we'll go to animation clip under combat bare fist. I'm gonna put this walk. Well, let's actually first just do idle. Oh, I have to. That's probably what I want, and just delete that, put this in. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, yes. Oh, except for the hands. The hands are not, ooh, yes. The hands are seriously fucked. Also, I'm kind of feeling like I don't want deformation of the main body. I don't know. I feel like just having it be an actual poker chip that doesn't bend could be better. Alright, let's see what's going on with the fingers. I think I can fix that in the avatar editor. They're just bending the wrong way. So which thing is it? Is it this? Maybe the issue is actually in here. I need to put these in local. Where's the roll? Here it is. That's better. It's annoying that you can't edit roll in edit or in pose mode where you can actually see the effect of it. Setting these to 0, I'm hoping that the rotations of the bones are more what the game expect, or what the animations are expecting. That one actually, I do think it should be, well, so yeah, no, X is, I think typically X is the, okay, so then the main issue is just the arm. We're going to symmetrize, I think that's right. Symmetrize the other way around. Yeah, that's better. Then, yeah, I do think I might want to do something about the body. Which spine bones are unnecessary? The second 3 spine bones are unnecessary, or second 2 and the neck. The neck isn't used anyway, so I can say that spines 1 is needed, but spine 2 and spine 3 are not. Then I guess I probably need to weight paint again. Well, no, see all of these. Is that everything? Not the top. Right, so all of these, I want to assign them to the, I think, chest vertex group. Or spine 1, that's it. Then remove them from the other ones. Don't need to do the thumbs. Alright, let's see how that works. So head does nothing. That's okay. I'm okay with this. Actually, yeah, I think I want to. I think I missed something. JoviX has followed. Thank you for the follow. Thanks so much, JoviX. As you can see, I'm doing some real professional work right here, creating a horribly ugly poker chip with unreasonably buff limbs, but not well-modeled muscles. But, you know, I'm having fun, and it's for a game jam. There we go, that's better. Let's go ahead and export this guy again. And now the avatar is horribly fucked up. Probably I just need to re-import it. Let's change it to none to delete the avatar, then change it back to humanoid. Then I can configure it, and I probably just need to set the head and, well, just the head, I guess. Head. Right. That's. He's already in T-pose. Let's try that now. Hopefully those changes I made to the bone orientations will help with his hands. They did not. Okay, that did not help at all. So I'm gonna have there. Let's see. So I don't need this open anymore. The arm is pointed the right way. The hand is pointed the right way. The first index and second index finger are not pointed the right way. They, I think, just have the wrong axis. And the thumbs aren't angled at all, but that's fine. All right, so something's up with the rotation axes in the hands. I don't know why this isn't symmetric. Or have a symmetric mode. Maybe it does and I've never seen it, but I don't exactly know how to fix this. Other than, I guess I can just do this. Oh, wait. That. To compensate for it. Let's try that. Alright, that's a little bit better. Now I just need to also, I need to do that more and then also make them into fists. Uh-oh, what did I do? I think I just exited. Do this a bit more. And then in order to make them into fists, I would just curl them on the correct axis. Same with the thumbs. How's that look? So yeah, now he's making fists. Okay, that's good enough. I'm pretty happy with this guy. I do want to be able to edit his material, so we'll go ahead and extract the materials. And I'm going to give these guys a little bit of smoothness, not too much, not going to be metallic. And then I will go ahead and delete that guy from the world and put it in this Mr. Meanie prefab. So we will just delete that stuff. Go ahead and drop the enemy model. Oh boy, this is scaled, isn't it? Going to have to convert that to 1. 0.23 is the size that that was set at. Where's the nav mesh agent? There it is. Height 2.23. Base offset. Bring up the HP readout a little bit. Then this guy needs an animator. And what's going on here? Just want to see the enemy move. It needs a faster turn radius. Oh, I think that's in the nav mesh agent probably. That would be steering speed, I guess. No, that's, oh, angular speed. Let's bring that all the way up to 360. Then that animator controller, we need the walk animation. That walk, not sure what it's going to be called. Animation clip, and we'll just search for walk. Walk forward combat. Is there a run forward combat? No, that's not what I want. I want the walk, and I'll just have to speed it up probably. Let's make parameter. All right. Now for the enemy. Then update, do just agent dot actually I don't want that here. Agent dot velocity dot square magnitude is greater than 0.1f. Okay. What's going on? Oh, it's because I didn't set up the transition. Exit time. Do not have exit time. This is going to be moving is true, and this is going to be moving is false. Then I think also this needs to be moving. I think the animation is still a bit slow. Let's rotate this guy so he starts this way. Bring that to a full 2. There we go, that seems better. The transition might be a bit slow. These transitions are currently 0.25, let's make them 0.15. That should be good. Gonna go ahead and push. All right, what's next? I think we need some, let me see what else I was thinking about. Oh yeah, adding a glow effect to the top of the die. I think that would be good. Let's see. I'm going to just go ahead and copy these. Call this glow. For the material for this one, it's going to need a new one. I'm not going to use the texture for this. Well, actually, I might as well. Put it on green. I need it to fade though. So actually I think I need to use vertex colors for this one. We'll make it alpha blend. Not color palette. Glow. What else do I need to do for this to work? Set the blend mode. Reduce the alpha. But it still doesn't seem to want to blend. And I run into shit like this all the time because there's just a few steps you need to do in Blender. Anything? Is it because of my viewport is weird? No, that can't be it. Whatever, I guess that doesn't matter too much. What really just matters is that I set the vertex colors on this thing to transparent. I think that can be in vertex data. Vertex colors. And how do I set that? I don't want to do it in vertex paint. Let me see. There's got to be a way to do this. Maybe I do need to go into vertex paint. So it doesn't seem to have a... Oh, maybe it is alpha 0 by default, so then I just need to paint the white on the middle. Actually, you know, what I can also do is make it additive. And then I can do black on the outside rather than transparent. Then I can actually see what I'm doing. So I don't think that material is actually using the vertex colors. But that doesn't matter. In Unity it will. Alright, so we of course need a new material on this. What? That's why it wasn't using that material. Because I hadn't assigned it. We don't need color palette in this part. Oops. My mesh collider got removed. Alright, so we have our glow material. Let's go ahead and change this to particles standard unlit. Change the color mode to additive. Two-sided. Wait, it's... maybe it doesn't take vertex color into account when it's doing additive? Oh, never mind. I want this to be additive. That's better. And then this does not cast or receive shadows. Okay, it's not. Now let's give this glow some color. Yeah, that looks good. And to public game object glow. Then start, we have to deactivate the glow. Then we need to set the rotation of the glow. And just do this at the end. Turn the glow on. Glow.transform.rotation equals, or we can just do it. Yeah, let's do that. Rotation equals quaternion. Look, rotation in its forward vector is vector 3 dot up. Its up vector is vector 3 dot forward. Alright, and then let's see how it looks when it lands. Perfect. I do think we need to have fewer dice in the game. Oh, no, that's intentional. It landed in an invalid spot. Let's see if I can make this shot. Nope. This might work. Almost. All right. Oh, you know what model I need to make next is the dice cannon. Or it could be actually a hand that throws the dice. I think that would look kind of cool. I'm going to go to the bathroom once more and then get to work on that. All right. So yeah, I think actually I might need to push again. Then I'll push. There we go. All right. I think what I will do now is model this dice cannon thing, and then I will probably stop streaming at that point. I've been up for a couple hours now, so you know that's a good amount of time to do. And I need to eat something and don't want to eat on stream, so yeah. Let's see, so I think it would be cool if I could make this a hand, although that's going to be a bit of animation. Maybe what I will do actually, and yeah, I don't like model. Okay, you know what I'll do? I will do a hand. I'm going to copy a hand from my Astral Horizon character and trace over it in 3D, making it low poly. So I'll call this hand. Hey, kitty. Alright, so let's go into Astral Horizon, art, characters. I will just grab the first person, power, armor, arms is what it's called. Oh, okay, I think, which layer is it? Yes, layer 2. So I'm gonna copy the gloves and the armature. Go back into hand, don't save. We, of course, don't need that material. Just make sure we... It's gone. And skeleton. This is not going to be symmetrical. I don't want probably any of these modifiers on it. Well, actually, I'm not even going to be really using this, so. I do need to put it to the other one because I want it to be the right hand, I think. Going to delete those bones. Going to delete these bones. Actually, just going to now position this so that it is at the center. There's also no point in having that bone. Alright, so there's the rig that I don't have to make, and now I can just make the model around this thing. So the fingers are easy. How do I attach the thumb? Definitely done this before. It's not like this is a new thing, but God, I just hate modeling hands. You know what? We don't want the thumb thing coming all the way up here. So, is it better to just... Will it come out of the bottom? No, I think it really wants to come out of both. Alright, well there's my basic hand model. Now I just need to refine the shape more. So let's bind it to that. And I'm not going to worry too much about the skinning. Maybe I need to worry about skinning a little bit. Alright, I think I actually need to head off now. So, yeah, it was great doing some art here. This was fun. Continue working on the game. I will probably post a link on Twitter when I finish. When we submit the game, that'll have to be this evening because the jam ends early tomorrow. And then next week, I will be working on Astral Horizon again. So yeah, hope to see people then. Goodbye.